Tasman Sea is a stretch of water notorious for its varying conditions and dangerous low pressure systems. We are taking on this challenge with Kinship, our Cheoy Lee 52 Motorsailor. Let's find out how this 44-year-old ship handles a 1,400-mile passage from Bay of Islands, New Zealand to Sydney, Australia, with a short stop at the beautiful Lord Howe Island. This 11-day voyage was an incredible adventure, and I just hope that you viewers can appreciate it just as much as I did. We're leaving the dock. The forecast was looking mostly good. The plan was to sail north for the first few days, then catch the edge of a distant low pressure system and sail downwind with it most of the way to Australia. The issue was that there was a risk of a southerly front hitting us just as we arrived in Australia, and we weren't sure whether we would make it in time. So we planned to aim at Lord Howe Island, and if it looked like we could make it to Australia before this front hit, we would sail past. And if it didn't, we would stop and take shelter. Alright, what are we doing?
Well, here is to a good, safe voyage. Opua, Sydney, Geelong, maybe a little pit stop yet again. Lord Howe, we're lucky. We're good still, so it's good luck, good health, safety on Kinship.
Cheers!
On Voyage. Cheers! One for the sea gods.
And one for the sea gods.
Thought Quinn was going to get into that one.
It's 4:40 right now, 3:40. We just stopped to check the engine's oil and things because this is the first time we've run them for over 24 hours straight. There's absolutely no wind. It's about 2 knots max. There's an old rolling swell from the low pressure system that passed through here, so we put all the sails up fully to try and control the flopping, but yeah, we're rocking around a fair bit. Even so, it's super peaceful out here. Oh, what are we cooking?
What are we cooking? Chicken.
Chicken. Just chicken.
Chicken stir fry.
Chicken stir fry. In rice. Rice. On the morning of day 3, while the sun beautifully rose behind us, the wind also picked up from our stern, and we're finally able to have a break from the annoying engine noise we'd been hearing for the last 2 days straight. morning of day 4 and we've finally got a fish. But Cad's been to get it in.
Don't say that.
Fishing!
Here you go, Gwen.
Woo-hoo. What's the situation?
We got a big fat lump of tuna.
Ceviche here, is it?
So
Or
we got ceviche, and that's gonna be sashimi. We're gonna do them as steaks, just sear
eggs,
them.
seared sauces, onion.
And Ollie needs to cut an onion.
I'm about to cut the onion. Over the 2 days of day 3 and 4, we sailed downwind at 160 degrees to the wind. The wind varied between 15 and 25 knots and our boat speed varied between 5 and 8 knots. On the slower end of this speed, the boat became very rolly and unstable and it was quite frustrating. Luckily, on the afternoon of day 4, the boat stayed stable enough for us to enjoy a big tuna feast. The wind wasn't quite enough to sail stably on day 5, so we decided to motorsail. The boat absolutely flew in these conditions, going over 9 knots down the waves. We were getting close to Lord Howe Island, and all I could think about was watching those beautiful mountains rise over the horizon, like they had done in 2024. Full moon tonight, coming towards Lord Howe Island. We should arrive tomorrow, so we'll see it when the sun comes back up, hopefully. Land ho! We can finally get a good view of Lord Howe Island this morning. Bull's Pyramid to the left, which we'll go check out. Then Lord Howe Island to the right with the clouds. Welcomed in by dolphins, we arrived at Lord Howe Island, which in my opinion is truly one of the most beautiful places in the entire world. They are big dolphins. There's a lot. We're here anchored at Lord Howe Island. As you can tell, I am up at the first spreader because we realized we didn't have a flag halyard set up for our quarantine flag, so I'm up doing that, just enjoying the view. Look at this place. This is my homie right here. His name's Jeff. We spent a relaxing day at anchor, taking in the sights and enjoying having a stable boat. The next day it was going to be pretty serious, so we had to plan carefully. The issue was that the wind was doing an 180-degree switch, so we had to time our move between anchorages perfectly. Otherwise we were at risk of facing 40-knot winds and 5-meter swells. Alright guys, we're up at 6 AM here at Lord Howe Island, and we gotta change anchorages now. We're gonna go to the other side of the island because there's a pretty big storm front coming. The other problem of changing anchorages is that the new anchorage was exposed to the old swell from the previous few days. This meant we had to anchor in some serious waves and it was very uncomfortable. Problem, it is so wavy in here because the waves are bouncing off the cliffs. We are just getting thrown around. After an uncomfortable few hours, the storm finally hit. There was like a giant gust right there. Oh, it's about to hit. Hang on. Oh. Oh, he's so much. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's chaos. Quick, grab that down. Grab it quick before it runs away. There was some pretty serious wind, but nothing like what we had to weather last time we found ourselves stuck at Lord Howe Island. Uh-oh. Alright, it's Tuesday morning, 10:30, and we're heading out. There might be a fair bit of swell, so we're gearing up. As we attempted to raise the anchor, we realised we had a new problem to deal with. So we're like back that way. That way, right? Stuck.
Got the goggles.
How deep is it?
18.2.
I don't know, just try going somewhere. I'll put the thingy on. The chain was stuck on something, like a bomby or something, so what are we doing?
Yeah, going for a little boat out and see if we can get it unstuck.
Yeah.
Wrap it.
Theory is we anchored sort of over there, pulled it out that way, and then drifted over here. So we're going to just reverse our drift pattern and hopefully that'll unwind it from whatever bomby we're stuck on. After a stressful while of pulling and pushing, the chain finally broke free. Last 10 meters. When we set off, we were reaching in 15 knots of wind. This wasn't quite enough to sail, however, because of the large rolling waves. So I decided to increase the horsepower by replacing our head sail with our high wind spinnaker. I was sort of struggling a bit, so I didn't film, but have a look, we got our spinnaker up. Woohoo! So we are cruising on a beautiful reach. I cannot show this whole thing in one shot. Hang on.
The big old thing.
Wow, it's much.
I just gone on the right.
This is our high wind spinnaker, so it's not our biggest one. With the spinnaker up, we were able to sail between 7 and 8.5 knots, and the boat was incredibly stable. Kinship glided smoothly over the large but gentle rolling swell. Pretty big wave. Very big wave actually. God. Racing down a wave. Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. No! The wind. One bad gust of wind is all it took. Rip the bloody thing. No! Overnight, the wind dropped off, but we didn't bother motoring. This is because we knew there was lots of wind coming the day after the next, and we didn't want to arrive in Sydney in the dark. As we slowly sailed along, we realised that we were being followed. Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Wow, it is. That's a whale. Yeah, look at its face.
he's got a fat chunk missing out of him behind his back fin.
That is so cool. Whoa. This is a rare encounter with a Blainville's beaked whale, a deep sea whale found in oceans deeper than 3,000 metres. After an amazing day of resting and slow sailing, we prepared ourselves for the day to come, which had forecasted high winds and large waves. In the morning, the wind was pretty light and the waves were small, but the waves grew and so did the wind as the day went on. One final challenge, and then we would arrive in Sydney. It's a big one. Quite a big one. Yeah. Oh. We're totally surfing these waves right now. That's sick. Let's go. Oh. That's so cool. I really hope it's coming out. Yeah. Turns out it wasn't a challenge at all. With wind speeds of 25 gusting to 29 knots, and only a single reef in the main, full mizzen and full head sail, Kinship raced down the waves at over 9 knots. She was also super stable, despite the really steep and short period waves. This really highlights the amazing design of these Cheoy Lee 52 Motorsailors. They love the wind and can go in basically any conditions. Big one. We sailed towards one more beautiful sunset before arriving in Sydney the next morning. beds. I feel like I haven't even scratched the surface of what this boat is capable of, and I'm excited to test it out on new adventures in the future.